wake up in a world too loud, where I don't fit inside the crowd. Like I stepped out of a dream that no one else has ever seen. The streets move faster than my soul, like I'm a story left untold, a stranger in familiar skin, wondering where I begin. I hear the radio play the past, like I was never built to last. Different songs, different age, like I'm stuck between the page. I don't belong to here or then, just echoes of what might have been. A face that time forgot to keep, lost somewhere too deep. Maybe I was born too late, or maybe I just misread fate. Like I'm standing in the wrong light, in a time that never felt right. If I don't fit, I don't mind. I'm just lost between the lines of a world I'll never own, but I still walk it alone. I see old souls in neon bars, talking to their broken stars. They look at me like I'm the same, another ghost without a name. But I don't share their history, it's like time plays tricks on me. I'm here, but I don't feel real, just something time can't seal. Maybe I was born too late, or maybe I just misread fate. Like I'm standing in the wrong light, in a time that never felt right. If I don't fit, I don't mind. I'm just lost between the lines of a world I'll never own, but I still walk it alone. If time could break and let me choose, I'd find a place I couldn't lose. But every road just leads me back to where the world feels black. Maybe I was born too late, or maybe I just misread fate. But I'm still standing in the light of a time that never felt right. If I don't fit, I don't mind. I keep walking through the blind, in a world I'll never own. Still I call it my home, a time that never was mine. The fence still leans where Daddy stood, watching stones roll through the woods. Every boat is turned to gray, but none of them have walked away. Mama's Bible lost its gold, still keeps prayers too old to hold. The porch remembers every boot, every lie that grew from truth. The night don't judge, it only waits for every soul that tempts its fate. Ashes don't forget your name, even when the fire is gone. Every road you tried to leave still knows where you belong. You can hide beneath the moon, you can run until you're numb, but the ghost inside your shadow always knows where you came from. The river carried whiskey dreams down where broken silence screams. I traded hope for one more mile, never learned how to reconcile. Every crow above the wire sounds like voices from the fire. Maybe heaven closed its gate, or maybe I just came too late. If I never crossed that hill, don't remember all my sins. Tell them I kept chasing light even when the dark would win. Lay my old guitar to rest beneath the cedar by the creek. Let the wind finish the song I was always too afraid to sing. Ashes don't forget your name, neither does the falling rain. Every scar becomes a map leading through the pain. If forgiveness finds its road long after I am gone, tell the crows to keep on singing. I finally made it home. Only the wind, only the dust, only the truth. Every star's watch me fall, none of them ever looked away. The desert keeps its promises more than people ever do. It takes your fears without a word, leaves only what is true. My shadow walks beside me still, long after daylight fades, a faithful friend through every storm. Every choice I've made, the silence knows what I became. Long before I knew my name. Beneath these broken stars I stand, with nothing but these weathered hands. No crown of gold, no victory song, just a heart that carried on. If tomorrow calls me west, I'll lay these tired bones to rest. Until that day I'll walk this land, beneath these broken stars. The river washed away my tracks, but never washed away my past. Every scar became a map, leading where I had to stand. The old church bell still rings at dawn, though no one's left to hear its call. Maybe faith is simply this, getting up after every fall. A man leaves more than words behind. He leaves the courage others find. Beneath these broken stars I stay, until the night gives birth to day. The wind can scatter all I own, it'll never claim my soul. When the final sunset falls, I won't fear the silence calls, because somewhere beyond the dark, another fire waits. The fence still leans where Daddy stood, watching storms roll through the woods. Every board is turned to gray, but none of them have walked away. Mama's Bible lost its gold, still it calls across the land. Maybe faith is just believing when you no longer understand. Every mile, every scar, every prayer beneath the stars. Under the blood moon, I laid my burdens down. The sky never rode, you tried to leave, still knows where you belong. If mercy rides this highway, tell her I've been here before. I'm just another sinner knocking on heaven's forgotten door. Carried whiskey dreams down where broken silence screams. Traded hope for one more mile, never learned how to reconcile. Every crow above the wire sounds like voices from the fire. Maybe heaven closed its gate, or maybe I just came too late. If I never crossed that hill, don't remember all my sins. Tell them I kept chasing light even when the dark would win. Lay my old guitar to rest beneath the cedar by the creek. Let the wind finish the song I was always too afraid to say. Ashes don't forget your name, neither does the falling rain. Every scar becomes a map leading through the pain. If forgiveness finds this road long after I am gone, tell the crows to keep on singing. I finally made it home. Only the wind, only the dust, only the truth. I've walked through fire without a name, took every hit, took every blame. Not for glory, not for pride, just the ones I kept inside. They never asked me to be strong, but I knew where I belonged. In the shadow of their fear, I made my reasons clear. I've seen the world turn cold and cruel, break the hearts of honest fools. But I learned long ago, some things you never let go. So I stood where others ran, did what few of them can. Not a hero, not a saint, just a man without a restraint. For them I stand when no one's there, when the night don't play fair. I take the weight they shouldn't bear, even if it leaves me bare. For them I stand through pain and rain, through every loss, through every chain. If I fall, let it be known, I never walked this path alone. Blood on roads I chose to take, for promises I didn't break. And if the world forgets my name, I still would do it all the same. Because some debts don't ask to be paid in gold or memory, they're paid in silence, sweat and scars beneath I take the weight they shouldn't bear, even if it leaves me bare. For them I stand through pain and rain, through every loss, through every chain. If I fall, let it be known, I never walked this path alone. Maybe no one writes my story down, no medals, no golden crown, but I know what I became, standing in someone else's flame. For them I stand until I break, for every promise I must make. If this is all I ever am, so be it. I still stand for them. I stand for them. I stand. I built them out of broken knives, out of every wrong I tried to hide. They learned my name, they learned my pain. Now they whisper it again. They don't knock, they don't leave, they just breathe inside of me. Every step I try to take, they remind me what I break. I thought silence would set me free, but it only followed me. Every choice I left behind turned into shadows in my mind. Now I see them in the mirror, getting closer, getting clearer. Not strangers, not unknown, just the parts I've always owned. These are the ghosts I made myself. No heaven, no hell could help. They live inside what I became. Every whisper knows my name. I can't run, I can't hide. They are me on the inside. And every time I try to sleep, they come back down to me. I tried to bury them in time, but time don't erase a crime. It only teaches what to feel, but never helps you heal. So I walk with them at night, like companions out of sight. Not enemies, not friends, just the truth I can't defend. These are the ghosts I made myself. No heaven, no hell could help. They live inside what I became. Every whisper knows my name. I can't run, I can't hide. They are me on the inside. And every time I try to sleep, they come back down to me. If I could undo what I was, would I still be who I am? Or are these ghosts the price being just a man. Oh, these are the ghosts I made myself. No saving me, no one else. They are the cost of every lie that I let grow inside. And now I walk through what I've done underneath the setting sun. No escape, no release, just ghosts that won't let me be. The ghosts I made of me. The last lantern still burns long after everyone is gone. There's an old dirt road behind this town, where broken dreams are laid back down. A rusted gate, a withered sign, still pointing where I left my time. Mama prayed beside the fire. Daddy taught me to never tire. Their voices ride the evening breeze through crooked fences and dying trees. The years move slow, but never wait. Every mile decides your fate. I'm following the last lantern home. Through every place I walked alone, its fading light still leads my soul. When every other flame grows cold, if the darkness knows my name, I'll answer it just the same. The road may never set me free, but it still belongs to me. Sleeps beneath the rust. The saloon has turned to dust. Only echoes fill the air, like old prayers still hanging there. I've watched good men lose their way, one more bottle every day. Still the morning finds the brave, standing tall beside the grave. Hope isn't loud, it barely speaks, it lives inside the tired and weak. I'm following the last lantern home, till every mile becomes my own. When my boots can't walk no more, leave that lantern by the door. The wind will finish what I began. Just another road, just another man. I grew up where the dust don't lie, where a man's worth ain't in what he buys. 10 scars he doesn't hide, and the truth he keeps inside. My father said with weathered hands, son, you won't be judged by where you stand, but by the weight you choose to carry when the world gets dark and heavy. I've seen good men break and fold, lose their fire, lose their soul. Some ran from what they became, some just learned to live with shame. I walked that line more than once, between the fearless and the numb, trying to find some kind of meaning in the silence I was keeping. They say the measure of a man ain't the money in his hand, the nights he walks alone when no one's there to call him home. It's the truth he can't outrun when all his battles are done. And what's left when he stands still is the way he bends, but never will. I made my share of broken roads, left pieces of my younger soul in empty towns and faded bars underneath those bleeding stars. But every fall I learned to take built something no one could break. Not perfect, but I still remain with fire running through my veins. They say the measure of a man ain't the money in his hand, it's the nights he walks alone when no one's there to call him home. It's the truth he can't outrun when all his battles are done. And what's left when he stands still is the way he bends, but never will. Maybe strength ain't standing tall, maybe it's surviving fall after fall, and learning who you are inside when there's nowhere left to hide. The measure of a man, they say, isn't what he takes away, it's what he gives when nothing's left, and how he faces what comes next. Yeah, I've been broken, I've been scarred, but I'm still here, that's who we are. Carried silence like a stone for every choice I made alone. The mirror never looked the same, it only whispered back my name. I tried to run from what I knew, but shadows always follow through, until the night became my truth and broke me gently in two. And I let myself fall apart right there inside my breaking heart. No more running from The night I finally let myself heal. I finally let myself feel. The past was louder than my voice. Every regret, I had no choice. But in the quiet, something changed. The guilt no longer felt my chain. I stopped pretending I was fine and faced the ruins I called mine. The darkest parts I used to hide were waiting there the whole damn time. And I let myself fall apart right there inside my breaking heart. No more running from the pain I kept inside. The night I finally let myself heal. I finally let myself feel. If I could talk to who I was, I'd say you did the best you could. The weight you carried wasn't yours to hold forever, like you thought you should. And I let myself fall apart, then slowly stitch back every part. No more running from the life I tried to hide. The night I finally let myself heal. I finally let myself be alive. It's okay now. It's okay now. Buried my mistakes in the dust of that old road, where the wind still whispers what I never told. Every mile I ran from the man I used to be, but he kept riding right behind me. Lost a name somewhere in a bar outside of town, where the neon lights were fading down, and every bottle knew my story by heart, of how I tore a good life apart. And I forgave myself that night underneath the broken western sky. No angels came, no light to save me, just the truth that finally broke me free. I forgave myself that night, even if it didn't feel right. Some sins don't disappear, they just just learn how to live with you here. The desert doesn't judge a man like me. It just listens to what I used to be, and every step I take alone feels like walking through my bones. And I forgave myself that night underneath the broken western sky. No angels came, no light to save me, just the truth that finally broke me free. Maybe redemption ain't a place. Maybe it's just learning to face the man I became without running from his name. The wind remembers every name, even the ones the world forgot. Tonight, mine is just another whisper. I built my life with weathered hands on broken roads and borrowed land. The years moved on like passing trains, leaving only dust and names. The old oak still stands alone, watching over fields of stone. Every season took its share, still it found the strength to bear. My father said the world is cold, but never let it steal your soul. Those words still echo in my mind like distant bells through endless pines. Some dreams fade like evening light, some scars never leave the night. Still I carry everyone like shadows walking with the sun. I've carried the weight of the wind through every place I've ever been. It stole my comfort, shaped my soul, but never took what made me whole. If these roads erase my name, if no one speaks it just the same, the sky will know where I have gone. The weight of the wind carries on. I've seen old churches lose their songs, their wooden doors left open long. Candles cold, the prayers gone, only silence holding on. I've buried friends beneath the rain, watched mothers hide their endless pain. Life keeps turning just the same, never asking who's to blame. Still I wake before the dawn, pull these worn out boots back on. Every sunrise feels the same, yet I rise and walk again. A man is not the gold he keeps, he's every promise that he keeps. Not the battles that he won, but the ones he wouldn't run from. when the night becomes my guide, I'll leave regret behind. I've carried the weight of the wind since the day this life began. Every loss became a stone, building who I am alone. When my final fire burns low and it's time for me to go, leave no monument behind, only peace I couldn't find. Let the wind tell my story then, not of glory, but of a man who never stopped walking. Tomorrow another road, another sky, another sunrise. And I'll still be walking. And I'll still be walking. There's a road where the black crows fly, where broken dreams refuse to die. The wind knows every scar I've worn since the day this soul was born. The fences leaned and the fields forgot their green. My father said, stand on your word, even when no voice is heard. I chased the sun through dust and rain, paid for hope with sweat and pain. Every mile carved another line into these weathered hands of mine. The world can take the gold you keep, the house, the land, the peaceful sleep, but there's one thing they can't claim: the fire behind an honest name. The road gets long, the night grows cold, but some hearts never learn to fold. When the dust calls my name again, I'll stand where the wild winds have been. Not because I never fallen low, but I've always found the strength to go. Leave no crown upon my head, only the truth in the path I've tread. If tomorrow forgets my face, the road will remember my place. I've seen churches, broken signs, empty ghosts and county lines. Every sunset closed one door, every sunrise gave one more. The cold has burned these hands of mine like cold oak weathered over time. I don't ask the sky for grace, only strength enough to face. No saint lives beneath this skin. I've wrestled doubt, I've danced with sin, but every storm I couldn't pay. The fire behind The night grows cold, but some hearts never learn to fold. When the dust calls my name again, I'll stand where the wild winds have been. Not because I've never fallen low, but I've always found the strength to go. Leave no crown upon my head, only the truth in the path I've tread. If tomorrow forgets my face, the road will remember my place. I've seen churches left to stone, empty pews and cracked old homes. Heard the silence after prayer, found more answers waiting there. Whiskey burned but healed no pain, only time could break the chains. Every sunrise asked once more, what are you still fighting for? I never claimed a perfect soul, I've carried sins too dark to hold, but every scar became a guide, not a place for me to hide. The devil whispers, the angels wait. A man becomes the roads he takes. When the dust calls my name again, I walk straight through the driving wind. Every wound became my guide, every storm stayed by my side. Leave no riches carved in stone, only the life I've truly known. If these boots should fade away, their echo still will find a way. No mountain ever bowed to fear, no river stopped because of tears. The oak stands tall through every storm, its roots grow deeper, weather worn. Maybe that's the measure still, not the strength to break the hill, but rising every single dawn. Long after all, the hope seems gone. Just a man who walked alone. If the wind should speak of me, let it tell who I chose to be. When the fire becomes the night and the stars replace the light, the road won't ask what I have owned, whether I kept walking home. Whether I kept walking home.
left before the morning broke, with nothing but an old coat. Mama watched from the front porch light never asking if I'd be alright. The gravel road knew every step, like it wasn't done with me just yet. Even now I hear it call every autumn, every fall. Years roll by like passing trains, carrying strangers, leaving names. I traded youth for empty towns, silver dreams and whiskey rounds. An old man said beside the tracks, you can't outrun what's on your back. I laughed then kept on heading west. Now I know he knew me best. Some roads wander, some roads heal, some only teach what's truly real. When the dust prays, heaven listens low, not to perfect people, just broken souls who know. Every scar is scripture written on the skin. Mercy isn't waiting at the end, it's where you begin. House still standing there, paint peeled thin by years of prayer. Mama's rocking chair was still facing toward the quiet hill. I laid my hat upon the floor like I should have done before. For the first time in my life, silence finally felt like home. If I leave before the sunrise, don't cry where I have gone. Plant a cedar by the gate and let the birds keep singing on. And tell no stories of a hero, tell the truth instead. A man can lose almost everything and still find grace ahead. When the dust prays, hope begins to rise. Even the darkest valley cannot hide the morning light. Every road behind me led me here somehow. I spent my life searching for tomorrow, only to find it now. The dust remembers, but so does grace.